While I was at work, my parents shoved my kids' things into the basement, saying, "Our other grandson deserves the best rooms." When I got home and found my kids crying, I just smiled and said, "Pack your bags." My parents had no idea what I was about to do. I'm Amanda, 35 years old, and a mother to the two sweetest, most incredible 10-year-old twins, Jack and Emma. You know, I never thought my own family, the people who raised me, would look me in the eye and tell me my children were worth less than someone else's. That gut-wrenching betrayal, that moment of pure, unadulterated injustice, that's when everything shattered, and I knew I had to fight back for my kids. When my husband, David, and I finally called it quits after 12 years, I was completely broken. Not just emotionally, but financially, too. Our whole life had been built around his income as a software engineer, while I'd worked part-time as a pediatric nurse, juggling my career with raising our babies. The divorce left me with shared custody, barely any alimony, and the terrifying realization that I suddenly needed to work full-time just to keep myself and my children afloat. My parents, Martha and Richard, offered their home as a temporary solution. "Just until you get back on your feet," my dad said, with a reassuring pat on my shoulder. And honestly, despite our complicated history, I was so incredibly grateful. Growing up, I was always the responsible one, the rule follower, the one who tried to meet every expectation. My younger brother Stephen, though? He was the golden child, the one who could do no wrong. I spent 8 grueling years putting myself through nursing school, specializing in pediatrics because, truly, I loved working with children. My path wasn't flashy, but it was steady, honorable. Stephen, on the other hand, dropped out of college, started a tech business my parents completely funded, and by 32, he was pulling in 6 figures. The pattern of favoritism was so deeply woven into our family fabric that, for a long time, I barely even noticed it anymore. It was just normal. My kids, Jack and Emma, they're just wonderful. Each with their own unique spark. Jack is the creative one, always drawing or building something, with a sensitive soul that sometimes makes life a little tough for him. Emma is my little firecracker, my athlete, an advocate, outspoken and so confident, she's always the first to stand up when she sees something unfair. They were both doing so well in school, too, despite the chaos of the divorce and the big move. Our initial arrangement with my parents seemed okay. Positive, even. They turned their home office into a bedroom for the twins, and I took the guest room. I pulled my weight, believe me. I contributed to groceries, did most of the cooking, and made sure my kids were always respectful of their grandparents' space and routines. My job meant working 12-hour shifts at the children's hospital, sometimes even overnight, so my parents helped with school drop-offs and pickups when I needed it. The plan was. Full story added in below.